Now here we are on Pacific Dawn once again. We've got cabin 6183, I believe it is. But the cabins are all pretty similar. You might get a double bed, 2 singles, bunks come down from the roof there, and the bathroom's fairly compact, as you can see, but it's functional. It works really well. There's no problem with it whatsoever. And there's a there's a safe in the room. If you get a room with 4 beds, there's 4 safes, which is interesting. But here we are up on the dome. This is level 14. They have a lot of. This is where they have functions, weddings, karaoke's held here. Yeah, it's a great spot. It really is. It's a good spot to relax, watch the world go by. Nice comfortable seating, big panoramic, big windows anyway. This is facing directly forward. You can see the flag on the center of the ship there, on the center of the bow. Yeah, just cruising up the Brisbane River, going out up to Airlie Beach. A little 4-night cruise up to Airlie Beach. It stops in Airlie Beach and there's a tender process at Airlie Beach. So you get 1 full day, 2 full days at sea, one going up, one coming back, and then 1 day at Airlie Beach. So a tradition for the ship, all ships that come out of Brisbane, is as they go under the Gateway Bridge, they sound their horn for about 30 seconds. It seems to go on forever, but it's 30 to 40 seconds. Interesting. Obviously we're out looking at the rear of the boat now, at the stern, and this is up on the pantry deck. No, it's not. No. It's below the pantry. It's one below the pantry, which is the main dining room, or the smorgasbord. So it'd be deck 11 we're on at the moment, looking out the back of the boat. Nice relaxing spot. Beautiful weather departing Brisbane. And here we are on deck 12, which is the pantry, the main area for dining, smorgasbord type dining. A variety of foods here. Sticks, which is the Asian cuisine, and they have a bit of Mexican, they have fish, chips. Yeah, there's a nice variety here for everyone's taste, I would imagine. It's always pretty crowded up here though. I mean, we tend to eat in the waterfront restaurant. Curries, I love curries. Whoa. They make some good curries here too, and they serve them up on a nice silver platter. Yeah, a few nice little artworks up there on the wall. This is on the coming out of the pantry on the starboard side of the ship, which is the right hand side as you're facing forward. This is the grill. Well, the grill serves up little hamburgers and chips, steak sandwiches and so on. They're actually pretty cheap, $3 or $5, I can't remember now, but they're pretty cheap. You got to buy that. We're still on deck 12, the pool deck, which also is the dining deck. Nice little kids playground there. And the bucket that tips over your head if you stand over it long enough. Kids love it though. They also have movies up here at night time or sometimes in the afternoon. New release movies too. We saw the latest Star Wars movie up on this deck. There it is. There's the screen. If you can score a chair up here and on a nice day, it's beautiful just sitting up here with a beer or a chocolate frappe. cafes there too, just right in front of us. That's the cafe. Again, you've got to buy stuff from the cafe unless you've got a drinks package. Oh, here we are in Airlie Beach already. So, tendering process in Airlie Beach. They provided a fast catamaran there, and also they're using, I think, 2 or 3 of the ship's tenders to get you into Airlie Beach. Takes 2 or 3 times as long on the tender than it does with the quick cat. If you can get on the quick cat, that's the preferable way to go in. A bit more comfortable too on that. We were fortunate we got in there on the cat, and then we came back on the tender. We got to Airlie Beach early in the morning, probably 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I can't remember now, and gave us all day in Airlie Beach to explore the sites. Yeah, we had good weather on this trip. It was really nice. Bit of a cool breeze blowing, but that doesn't matter. Oh, here we are. We're on the catamaran, about to head off into Airlie Beach. We left it till 10 or 10:30 and beat the crowd. There was no point in really going in there any earlier unless you're on one of their excursions out to the barrier reef, which was on average $250 per person to go out there. So we chose not to do that. There's a nice view of the P&O Pacific Dawn as we're leaving to go into Airlie Beach. Yeah, there wasn't many on this boat, which was good. It was a nice, comfortable trip into Airlie Beach. It went pretty quick too. It's nice. As you can see, the weather was pretty good. Wind was a bit cool, but the weather overall was quite good. There he is, navigating his way into Able Point Marina. Very windy standing up there at the time, so I've muted the wind, which is why I'm talking to you with a microphone. Yeah, we haven't been to Airlie Beach for a long time. It's been many years since we went to Airlie Beach, so I'd imagine there's going to be a few changes there. There's one of the little tenders going back to the mothership. As I say, I think they had 2 or 3, I can't remember now. But what they tend to do was pack them out before they sent them through. Whereas this one, the cat, he just left, went to whenever he had enough people that he felt was warranted. We are going into the marina. This was pretty much devastated by the cyclone a couple of years ago. I remember seeing it on the news, ships up on the rocks and all sorts of things. As you get off, there's quite a nice sort of area with where you can buy drinks and so on, and there's people up here handing out information about Airlie Beach, so you can't really get lost. Pirate. There's a bus that takes you into Airlie Beach, which was really handy. $5 return for each person. We jumped on the bus and headed off into Airlie Beach. It's been a lot of work done in Airlie Beach of recent times. Not really since the cyclone, but it's been ongoing for quite some time. They're building new apartments and so on. Improvements have been made. Not that you can tell by looking at that picture, but this is where the bus comes in. There's a market there that they sort of make you walk through. So they drop you there and you got to walk through the market to get to the main street. It was blowing a bit here today, so a few of the market stalls were a little bit concerned about them blowing away, but yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good market. It's they sell the usual stuff, the souvenirs and so on and so forth, and at reasonable prices too. They weren't too bad. I didn't think they were too bad. Beautiful little cove. Yeah, beautiful little area. The market's set up for every time the ship comes in, basically. I believe they're there on Sundays as well, on the weekends. But yeah, this is a nice spot. Yeah, I think there were a few stalls missing that day because the weather didn't look real flash, so I think a few of them must have pulled out. This fella made a bit of a dragon. Yeah, they've made this walkway which takes you really right into town. You can walk up one side of the street and back the other side of the street and jump back on the bus, or you can walk back to the Able Point Marina if that's what you want. I mean, it's not that far. I think next time we decided that we would do that. It is a backpacker's mecca, Airlie Beach. There's a lot of backpacker accommodation, and yeah, it's one of those places, a little bit like Byron Bay, I suppose. Trendy little place. A lot of places to eat, drink. A few motels around. Chute Harbour is a little way further down the road here, which is where the boats go out to the reef. They don't sort of excuse me. They don't really go out to the reef from Able Point. Beautiful lagoon, absolutely beautiful. Reminds me of the one in Cairns. We have one in Brisbane too, at Redcliffe, but this one is kept really, really well. It's very clean. Water is beautiful. Definitely recommend going to the lagoon if you're if you're sick of swimming in the pool on the boat. Swim in this one. It's really nice. There's barbecues around if you want to barbecue, and quite large too. There's an area for the kids to go and play in, or you can play in this area. You can see the water's so clean. It's just amazing. Saw a couple of people wandering around with cleaning equipment. It's right on the water there too, as you can see. Yeah, pretty much devastated by the cyclone, which was Cyclone Debbie, which affected Brisbane too, the low depression. It was pretty bad. A lot of the trees were flattened around here, and boats washed up on the rocks. Caused a lot of damage. Houses wrecked and so on. Anyway, it bounced back, as we do. We all bounce back. See, a few of the trees are still stripped from that cyclone. This boardwalk basically goes all the way along the waterfront here. Very well done. Able Point Marina, that's where you can jump on a jet boat or hire some jet skis if you want and go off around the bay, which is really nice. Fill up the fuel there if you want. Anyway, we're just about at the end of the video, so we'll see you on the next trip. Enjoy.